Yo, 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 it's your boy WesTheTech here to bring you another one of my personal favorite tech tips to help you as an artist grow in your craft. Now, today we're going to go over 5 social media tips that every recording artist should know, all right? So when it comes to using social media as a recording artist, there's a lot to learn because when it comes to being a recording artist, social media is so very important for you to have success as a recording artist, all right? But in this video, I'm gonna tell you guys 5 key things that I feel like every recording artist should know when it comes to dealing with social media, when it comes to actually being successful with using social media as a recording artist, all right? So to jump right into it, the first thing that I wanna go over is, the first tip, of course, is for you as an artist to be posting regularly, all right? Now, I know this is like a no-brainer for some of you guys. You're like, of course I post regularly and things like that. But the reason I wanted to address this first is because regularly is a matter of perception, all right? Some people take regularly as once or twice a week. Some people take regularly as every day. Some people take regularly as maybe 2 or 3 times in a 2-week period, all right? So regularly kind of varies among how people use social media, all right? But there actually is an actual ideal amount for a recording artist to be posting a day, all right? Now, this may scare you guys, especially if you're a beginner artist, but as a beginning recording artist, you need to be posting at least 5 times a week, all right? So it's almost like a job, all right? You got to be posting 5 days out of a 7-day week period, all right? Now, I know that this may be difficult for some of you guys, especially if you're an artist who doesn't have a lot of different content to post, or maybe if you're shy or don't like to post a lot, or kind of, like to be in your own zone and things like that. So I understand how this can be very difficult, especially as a recording artist, but you have to understand the name of the game and the name of what it takes to be a recording artist, all right? When it comes to your profession, it's all about being in front of the camera. It's all about people seeing you on a regularly daily basis, all right? I mean, take a look at just, big name artists like Drake and things like that. We don't only see them in music videos. We don't only see them in, award shows and performances and things like that. They're constantly posting regularly, and these are artists that have already made it, all right? These are artists who's already big, already won awards and things like that, and they're still posting regularly. Why is that? That's because social media is very important when it comes to artists, all right? It's part of being in the spotlight, all right? As a recording artist, you have to be in the spotlight, so you have to be posting regularly. Now, I will admit, 5 times is a lot, but if you're a beginning artist, at bare minimum, you need to be posting at least 3 times a week, all right? Now, if you can't do 3 times a week, you're gonna have to up it, all right? I won't take anything less than 3 times a week. 3 times a week is like the cutoff point to how much you could post, all right? But if you could do at least 3 times a week, that's a good start for you as an artist, all right? But at some point, you want to get to the point that you could do it 5 times a week, because that is the ideal amount of times to be posting a week only as a recording artist, all right? So that's the first tip, to be posting regularly, all right? Now, the second tip is to be posting during the peak hours of the day, all right? Now, this is just as important as posting regularly, because you could post regularly, but if you post during the wrong times of the day, then it won't be very effective on social media as well. And what I mean by that is, when it comes to each social media platform, there are specific times of the day that these platforms have the most traffic, meaning the time of the day that most people are actually online to see your post when you post it, all right? Now, these times vary from one social media to the next. They all have very different times, very different as far as what days are the best days to post and things like that. But if we're looking at in general, if we're looking at across the board, what is the most ideal time, or what's the time that shows up the most when it comes to posting regularly and posting on a specific time of day? It is between the hours of 9 and 11 a.m. All right. No matter what social media you're a part of, whether TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, IG, Twitter, doesn't matter. Any one of those social media platforms, the ideal time is between 9 and 11. That time is across the board for all of them, all right? So you want to make sure that whatever out of those 3 to 5 days that you're posting a week, that you're always posting during that window, all right? If you post outside of that window, that's fine. Just make sure you're also posting in that window. You can post other posts outside of it, but the most crucial times to be posting is in the morning. And the reason for that is because pretty much everybody starts their day off with social media, all right? Going to work, as soon as they're waking up, they're hopping on social media. It's the busiest time of day when it comes to social media, which is why when you wake up in the morning, you go on social media, you see a bunch of stuff, all right? Because that is the ideal time to be posting before you go into work and things like that. So make sure that you are posting during those ideal times, all right? So that's the second tip. The third tip that I want to let you guys know as an artist when it comes to dealing with social media is to actually post across all the social media platforms, all right? Or at least to post across all the platforms that you're using, all right? So if you're an artist who's using, let's say, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and just those 3, all right? You need to be posting across all 3 of those platforms. And the cool thing about it is you can use the exact same post that you posted on one and just post it on the others, all right? You don't have to find specific types of posts to post from one to the other, things like that, all right? It's very, very simple if you just use the same post and you just post across, all right? So for me, when I think about making, let's say, a TikTok video, let's say a funny video, yes, I posted on TikTok, but I also posted on YouTube Shorts. I also posted on my Instagram Reels. I also posted on Facebook, also posted on Twitter. I post the same exact video across the board, all right? And the reason you want to do that is because, of course, you're going to have different followers on different social media platforms, all right? So the more people that you can see to see your post in the beginning, the better. Unfortunately, until you get to a point that you can really grow one social media account to a large following number, you're going to have to use this method until you could find, okay, this is my primary social media page, all right? But until you could do that, just use that same post and post it across the board, all right? You don't have to make it difficult. Even if it's just a picture. If it's a picture, put it on TikTok and just put music behind it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Post that same post across all of your social media platforms, all right? So that's the third thing that third tip that I want you guys to remember when it comes to using social media as a recording artist, all right? The fourth one is maybe this one should have been number 1, but it's just as important as the other ones, and that's to use hashtags, all right? Now, hashtags is not something that's just a trend. It's not something just to be cool. It's not something just to be like hashtag I'm all in or hashtag grinding, hashtag working hard. No, you don't just use the hashtags just to throw them in there to look cool, all right? It's not something that's just, a trend. It's actually something very important when it comes to the algorithm, aka the system of the social media, all right? And the reason that hashtag is so important is because it is the only way that the system is going to determine what type of post that you posted, all right? If you post, let's say, a hip hop, like your song, a video of your song, all right? And you just post it and you just post hashtag music, it's literally going to lump it together with all the music posts out there, all right? If you post hip hop music, it's going to post specifically to the hip hop music, all right? So people who are looking for hip hop music, your post will come up specifically for them, all right? So with that being said, the more specific your hashtags are, the better, all right? You don't want to just have some generic hashtags like music, all right? Even hip hop music is still very, very genetic, especially nowadays because there's so many people who post things about hip hop music. Let's say you could post something like new artists or hip hop new artists or hip hop music 2022, all right? The more specific you get, the better engagement you'll get because these are people who are looking specifically for that specifically, all right? So for me, I'm a hip hop artist, but I'm also a Christian hip hop artist. So when I post, I like to put Christian hip hop music. That's very, very specific to not just hip hop, but the Christian division of hip hop music, which is even more specific than just hip hop and even more specific than just music. All right. So make sure you're using hashtags, but make sure you're using specific hashtags that relate to your posts. All right. So that's the fourth tip that I believe every recording artist should know when it comes to using social media. All right. And the final tip, and oh my gosh, just as important as the other one, to me, this is like the most important one, all right? Because this one literally irks my nerves when I see recording artists don't do this, when artists don't do this, all right? And that is to use your own music on your post, all right? When you are doing a TikTok video or you are doing a Instagram video and you want to put music behind it, yeah, it's cool to, let's say you're doing a post about you starting from the bottom and you throw Drake's song on there, starting from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. But guess what? Drake is getting paid off for those streams and you're not. It doesn't make any sense. If you're just a regular person who's not making music, I get it, all right? You just want to be cool like everybody else. But if you're an artist and you actually have music out, why not use your own music for your own post, collect streaming revenue for it, as well as promote your music through a different means than just posting your cover art or something like that? Me personally, every post I post on my social media, I have my music playing in the background, regardless of what I'm talking about. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to get streams for every single one of those views. And not only that, if I make a video that goes viral, regardless what the content of the video is, because I had that song playing in the background, that song also goes viral with it, all right? This is why it is very important for you as a recording artist to use your own music on your posts when you're posting on social media, all right? Of course, from time to time, if you want to use other artists' music in the background, I get it. That stuff is fun. I get that. But, let's say you want to do a challenge or whatever, and you want to use the song that they're using on the challenge, I get it. But you have to also be using your own music on your post if you really expect to promote your music to people who are on social media, all right? So that's the last one. I'm gonna go over these five tips again really quick, all right? So the first one again is to post regularly, all right? The second one is to post during the peak hours of the day, all right? The third one is to post across all social media platforms. The fourth one is to use hashtags. And the fifth one is to use your own music on your posts, all right? So those are the 5 key tips that I feel like every recording artist should know when it comes to using social media, all right? Of course, there are some more things that you need to know when it comes to fine-tuning it, some more advanced stuff when it comes to using the algorithms and stuff like that. But that stuff we could go over another day. These are really the basics, all right? If you have any questions in regards to any one of those things, all right, if some of it you don't quite understand, please feel free to leave comments in the comment section below. If you have any questions in regards to this or anything else music related, you can also leave comments in the comment section below. I like to respond to every comment that I see, so make sure you're leaving comments if you have any additional questions. And you can also reach out to me to my social media platforms like IG, like TikTok, and things like that. Of course, you're going to see the same posts on all of them because I use the strategy as well, all right? But if you want to reach out to me on any of my social media platforms, you could just go with WesTheTech, all one word, all right? That is my handle, all right? So again, reach out to me if you have any questions, but that's pretty much it. If you have anything else that you want to of course, reach out to me about, feel free, and don't be afraid to, because like I said, I'm here to help you, all right? But either way, I hope this helped. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Follow his place with accent O's like whoa, buddy, I'ma do my thing. Cream of the crop like creme brulee. Reppin' my God, man, I ain't changed, so I ain't trying to hear what you gon' say.